We are live. Let's get ready to podcast.
Fire it up.
Welcome back to another live and amplified IndieFusion podcast. I'm your host, Tom Kwiat, and we are back at it again with another amazing podcast. Today, we have a very special guest joining us. We have Randy Cobb. How's it going, man?
Man, everything's good, man. How are y'all today? Or this evening, rather.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. It's in Texas. We're finally in the 80s, which is nice and cool, I guess. I don't know.
Yes, I like the cooler weather, man. I said, y'all are in Waco, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Good, man. I remember some things happening down there in Waco years ago, man. It wasn't the best.
Right. And now they're pricing us out of our homes, and it's insanely expensive to live here. So.
Wow. Yeah. I think that's going on a lot of places, though, man.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So you're from LA, Lower Alabama.
That's right.
That area. Is that where you're based out of now, or where are you at now?
Yeah, Crenshaw County, Alabama. Yeah, so I'm based that's south of Montgomery, about 40 miles, man. So and out there in the middle of nowhere, which is how I like it. I grew up in Pensacola, and then early on in my adulthood, man, I moved out to Lower Alabama, man. So LA, as you call, for sure, man.
Yeah, it was funny because I think it was on your Spotify, it said Pensacola, and then I went to your Instagram and it said LA, and I'm like, and I didn't catch the Lower Alabama part, and I'm like, man, LA and Pensacola, those are two completely different parts. And then I caught the Lower Alabama, and I'm like, okay, that tracks.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
I will say, because my dad's got his boat in Mobile right now. In Mobile Bay there.
Yeah.
That trip over the bridge, I make that all the time because he lives down in South Florida. And that trip is one of the most beautiful trips. You come through southern Louisiana, come over the bridge, over the bay. It's like I could take that trip every day of the week and never get bored.
I got you. So what kind of boat does your dad have, man?
He has it is a main ship. It's like I don't remember the size of it, but it's a main ship. That's what I remember.
It's like a pleasure boat. Then?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's currently doing the loop.
I got you.
He started in Chicago and he's working his way back around. So
all through the intercoastal waterways.
Yep.
Is that what he's doing? Oh yeah, I hear a lot of people doing that, man. That'd be kind of cool to retire and do that, you know.
Oh yeah.
When I first got out of high school, man, I worked on the boats. I worked on shrimp boats, man. We got David Klopp and there was several of us guys that, you know, we all hunted and fished together, and we did those in summer thing. Hell, when I graduated, I loved it. I did it for, I don't know, a little over a year, I guess, full time, you know, which it was hard work, man, but it was a great experience, man, for sure.
Oh yeah. I spent a lot of time on the boat or on boats as a kid. You know, we'd go down, or I grew up in Chicago, so we'd go down to like Kentucky and stuff like that and just cruise around on little John boats or whatever it was and have a good time. So
was that is that Kentucky Lake you spent time on there?
Oh yes.
Huge thing, man. Yeah. I hear a lot. I've seen some 100-foot doggone pontoon boats out there and houseboats and all, man. I mean, just nice thing, man.
Oh yeah. And it'll spoil you though, because like being on a lake like that where like 2 or 3 footers are like rough, and then you go out into the open water, like growing up near Lake Michigan, you go out there and like 3 footers are like the normal every day, and it's like, man, Kentucky Lake is a dream.
Yeah. So I never got to spend much time around the Great Lakes, but I went to Watertown, New York this past summer. We toured. We run 22,000 miles and hit 64 radio stations supporting Country Boy, man.
Yeah.
One of them, I think it was Lake Ontario. I think was right up against that. I had no idea that body of water was as big as it is. It's like it almost looks like a bay from off the Gulf or something. I was like, man, that's crazy. It's fresh water. I've never seen such, man. That thing is giant. Yeah, I mean, it was breathtaking, beautiful up there for sure, man. I mean, man, New York's beautiful. I've been all over Michigan too, upstate Michigan, all that up there is beautiful, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I used
whole different, topography than what it is here, down in the South, in South Alabama and all. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Alabama and it's pretty, but they have whole different trees and just the whole terrain and all is different. It's just, man, it's beautiful for sure.
Oh yeah, I've had the same pleasure of traveling up and down in the Southland, up north, at completely different environments, but both have their own beauties. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's right.
So you grew up in Pensacola, which
I did.
I dig Pensacola. Pensacola is a cool town, and I lived in Tallahassee for a little bit, so I'd go whenever I wanted to. During spring break times, we'll call it that, I'd jet over to Panama City or Pensacola.
Oh, yeah.
Do that whole ordeal. So
I'm probably in that same area you are from, where we used to drive the strip back and forth in Panama City, man. On the weekends, just hollering at chicks and whatever that was, just having a good time, man.
Oh yeah.
Buds, had to, just enjoy just a fun time, man, going over there for sure. And I know exactly what you experienced there.
Oh yeah. And so where does music kind of start coming into play? Is that something that's always been there, or is that something you kind of found later on?
Well, people, they talk, that's a question that's asked a lot, and it's I got into songwriting, man, as a child, man, just due to some unfortunate circumstances, I grew up in. And I was around a bunch of people I didn't know, man, and it's kind of how I dealt with what was going on in my little soul, man. I started putting words on paper, and that, as I got older, that kind of progressed into songwriting and cutting songs and chasing the record deals and all those things,
Sure. Yeah. And now to think about it, nowadays, you don't even really need a record deal. But you think back like 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That was and even further back, that was everything. So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So kind of at that point, like, who were you, like when you kind of made the decision, like, hey, music's something that I can do and I want to do and pursue professionally, who were you kind of listening to music wise? Like, who are some of your inspirations?
Oh man, like my favorites, man, my all-time favorites always going to be Keith Whitley. That's my guy, but I love like the John Conleys, Earl Thomas Conleys, Steve Warners, those kind of guys. I love that type of music, man. So, of course, everybody loves Strait, come up in our era. Yeah. Toby Keith, those guys. I like some of the younger guys now. I love Morgan Wallen and Zach Top, man. I love his, traditional style. That's where I'm at. I've always stayed traditional, man. I've never kind of got off the path. Kind of middle of the road to traditional is how we cut everything.
Nice. Yeah. I've been, who are you listening to right now? I know you brought up like Zach Top and Morgan Wallen. Are those like the modern stuff you're listening to right now?
Yeah. And there's a little guy also, he's a little guy, but Jake Worthington. Yep. I like him too. He's traditional. I love some of his stuff. And but I listen to Aldine. Obviously, I like Aldine's music. I did some shows with Aldine years ago. Some of that new stuff I do dig. But I'm always going to listen to some Keith Whitley. I probably listen to him, if not every day, every other day. It never gets old.
Right. You brought up Jake Worthington. That guy is a hoot and a half. Like you,
is he really?
Yeah, I met him at CMA Fest. What was it in 2024?
Yeah.
It was very interesting because it was like the last set of interviews, and he was like, I'm not going to say he had been drinking, but I mean, it's a country festival, or like a CMA Fest, so I would imagine there was some drinking happening.
Yeah.
Just the conversation we had was very interesting. And just like, he's a hoot and a half. So. Yeah,
man. That's cool. I've heard good things about him. I heard good things about Zach Top too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's do you get to come up into Texas at all, or are you when you go out and play? Where do you usually go out and play?
Well, they're spinning me to they were spinning me in Livingston, Texas, and couple little small towns, and I went and I came. Is it Blue Springs, Texas? Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. They were spending me there as well. I've never gotten to play any shows in Texas, man, but we got our eyes on that area over there. If we can gain the people like what I'm doing, and they want to hear some RC over there, we're gonna load up and come on, man.
Yeah.
So,
hey, you know what though? There's a whole bunch of especially coming up from lower Alabama, you could hit Houston, San Antonio. You can come up through Waco. There's a couple of cool spots. Actually, the backyard's probably the best spot in Waco because they'll bring in shit like they had Paul Wall, who's a hip hop artist from Houston, and he was a big name in the early 2000s or whatever. They'll bring regional acts, they'll bring in national touring. It's a really cool spot, and then you can go all the way up into Dallas and never leave 35. So
sure,
yeah.
I'm sure you could have your just a career just in the state of Texas. I'm sure, and just travel all of Texas. I imagine I've heard people saying those things. So, huge state. I've been all over Texas myself because I was a truck driver, man. So been all over Texas, man, for sure.
It's one of those things where you said it yourself. You can make a career in that, up until the pandemic, that's what a lot of the guys were doing. They had their Texas loop. There's guys like Jody Nix that very few people know outside of Texas know about. But you come to Texas, he'll go to Green Hall and he'll pack that place out like it's nobody's business. And it's like, who the hell is this guy? If you don't know him, it's right. There's a lot of guys in Texas that are just, that's how they made their living.
Sure.
Their career. So
yeah, that's cool, man.
It's cool. So, where are you kind of at right now with your music? I know you just released a single. Was it about 3 weeks ago at this point? Coming up on 3 weeks?
Yeah, just all the digital platforms. They don't go to radio until November the 17th. Yeah, and that's so we're fixing to be in the middle of a video production for that, and we got a bunch of songwriting dates coming up, man, and just end of the year stuff, man. Just trying to get ready to really push this single, "The Sand." We're all pretty proud of this song, man. So I'm looking forward to see how the fans like it, So far on the digital markets, man, it's building for sure.
Yeah. What's the story behind the song?
I tell you, man, I wrote the bridge to the song 11 years ago. And it's one of those special things, man, you just kind of hang on to. I've learned over the years, man, if something hits you, man, and a part of it, and man, if the rest of it don't come, just lay it down, because if you force it, it just never turns out right. So I tried to write around that bridge, man, probably 4 or 5 times over the years,
Mm-hmm.
And I just scrapped everything I did. I just always kept the bridge because it's pretty special to me, man, in that time, because it just has a chronological time, in that time frame, man, that I think a lot of us will understand, and then I got with my producer, man, and I threw it on him, and I guess just whatever that spark was, I found just him and he's like my mentor, man, just a great fellow, and just believes in me, and whatever those words said, or whoever was in my life at the time, it's whatever it is, just inspired something the light went on, man, and just man, I knocked that song out the beginning of the year. And my producer had Jeff, his name is Jeff King. Jeff had some ideas on the song too. I already had the melody and changed a few things in there too, man. And we just went with it, man. I'm just extremely proud of the song, man, how it turned out for sure.
Nice. And you said it's going out to radio coming up here on the 7th.
On the 17th.
Oh, 17th, yeah.
Yeah. But it's on all your digital markets now. It's called The Sand.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Are you going to do like a little radio tour, or is that not really a thing anymore?
No. We've been doing those, and I think I've gained a lot of traction, man, with program directors and all doing that. I mean, they are the gatekeepers. Program directors are like, they let, those guys decide who's going to hear your music and who's not. So I think it's very important, as an artist to build those relationships with those guys, man. Mm-hmm. So absolutely, I'm gonna get out and do some for The Sand as well. I've done one for my first single, which was around this time last year, for Not On Me, and then we had Country Boy in the spring of this year, and now here we are with The Sand here in the fall, man. So yes,
oh yeah, staying busy. I love it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So you said that you're building up towards the the radio release of The Sand, which is coming up on the 17th. How many more shows do you have on the books for the year?
We may have we probably got a couple acoustic dates. We'll be able to play some private stuff. I wasn't able to play too much during the summer. Man, I herniated a lower disc in my back in March, man. And dude, it about killed. I was bedridden for like, I don't know, man.
Shit.
2 months almost. And then I'm just now in the last probably 5 weeks able to walk without excruciating pain, man. So it's been a long road to recovery. And I missed out on probably doing some dates to support Country Boy and all that. But I think we got enough momentum, man, and gained enough fans, man, that it'll be okay, man. We'll be able to kick off here in the spring for support the Sand and everything else going on, man. So looking forward to that.
Sweet. And is this all building towards a bigger project, or is that the singles kind of where you see yourself for now?
Well, I think we're talking about doing a 5-pack, maybe. Okay. Putting a whole 5-pack out. So, we're always writing, always going to the studios. I've got enough right now to do an album and a half, probably, but I just want to pick and choose the right things to put out. I'm writing a whole lot right now, so it's like I'm on what you call a tear right now. So man, it's just falling out of me. So I'm just waiting to see what all comes before we decide what's going to go on the 5-pack for sure.
Nice. That's cool. And I'm guessing that'll primarily be digital release then? If it's
a lot of, yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody buy CDs anymore? I mean, I've got boxes of them. I don't even know if they buy them anymore.
Personally, if musicians are like for promo or whatever, they're handing out CDs, I don't turn them down.
Right.
For me, when I'm like looking for physical stuff, I do vinyl. That's what I'm about. Like, I'm growing the vinyl collection over here. We've got like 4 vinyl spots here within an hour of where I live. So it's like every once in a while I'll go out there and be like, one place sells like new stuff, the other place sells like vintage stuff. So it's just kind of like whatever I'm feeling on the day. So
that's cool, man. Yeah, I noticed that in the last few years, vinyl has it made a big comeback for sure. Yeah, so that's something I have to think about, I reckon.
And I think it's one of those deals where I think people are smart enough, because when vinyl first went out of style in, we'll call it like late 80s, early 90s, whatever it was, when vinyl first went out of style, I think a lot of people just kind of, it's like, okay, these are never coming back, and they just let their collections go. But now I think if vinyl ever does go out of style, people are smart enough to realize like, oh, it went away, it'll come back, so I'm not going to be so quick to get rid of this stuff.
Yeah, I bet. Do you have an old record player, or do you have a modern one? Do you have something modern now?
It's so I was living in Tallahassee, so back in 2017, 2018, somewhere in that era, I bought it's an homage to like the old school Victrola suitcase vinyl player. It's like a modern version of that is basically what I'm using. And I'm in the process of trying to buy something like that looks nice, even if I got to go to like a vintage spot and get like a vintage record player, but the Victrola is okay. It's not the best.
Right, I got you. Uses the same old needles and all that, and everything's the same, or?
No, actually, so this one has its own built-in needle. Like it's not, you can't really replace it. It's just kind of like fixed in. So.
I remember when I was a kid, all it was a little record player, had a damn speaker and all on it, and you could replace the needle. You break the needle, you could replace the needles on them. I remember all that. I mean, that was years ago, but.
Yeah,
I don't think I really got into vinyl too much, but I had a bunch of cassette tapes.
Oh yeah,
in the 80s and 90s, and there was a whole lot of cassette tapes before we went into CDs. But I don't think I really owned much vinyl too much.
Yeah, see, I was into vinyl when I was younger because my mom gave me all her vinyl stuff. When she was a kid, and then but we could never find the needle for the record. She'd given me the record player, but we could never find the needle for it.
Right.
And we didn't know where to go to find that stuff in general. So it was just like I had this record player with a bunch of vinyl, and then one day we were moving and she's like, okay, well, if we can't get this to work, then we're going to sell all this stuff and get it to somebody that can. And I think she let go of her entire collection for like $200.
Wow.
And she had some like really good vintage vinyl in there. We're talking like the Beatles' White Album, Sergeant Pepper, all that stuff. So it's like, that was $200 right there.
Yeah.
So
wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, but so kind of looking forward, staying busy for the rest of the year, supporting the sand. How's next year shaping up for you? Are you hoping to? How many shows are you hoping to play next year?
Man, I hope we can get on some good tours and stuff next year, man. We're hoping to do that. I got some guys diving into that. I mean, I know they're booking like crazy right now for a lot of these events and all, so we're trying to dive into those, man, doing some band rehearsals and doing all those things, trying to get tighter, to get so we can get out there and knock their socks off, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You get back down to Pensacola often or no?
Yeah, I do sometimes. I do. Yeah, I sure do. I still have a few ties there, but not much,
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. Sweet. Yeah. We're hoping to do a stop in Pensacola here in January. So we're planning on a nice little Florida road trip in January. Get away.
Yeah, I got you. You gonna get on your dad's boat while you're down this way, or?
Yeah. So his boat will be down in the Florida Keys at that point. So we're gonna go meet him down there and hang out for a little bit and do that. So
yeah, that's right.
See if I could talk him into doing some fishing. But the current boat he's on isn't really set up for fishing.
Right.
It's his boat. The last boat he had, we'd go out and we'd just hook them and cook them and stack them deep and.
Yeah, man. That's the way to do it. Hook them and cook them right there, man.
Right. We'd go
fillet and release, as they call.
Right. We'd go find a garbage patch out by the because he lives over north of West Palm Beach, so we'd go out to like the jet stream and find a nice little garbage patch, pick off the mahi, and
absolutely, man.
Good
all
stuff.
You want when you do that, man.
Right. It's just like sweet. And every once in a while you'll pick up a shark or something, and that's never fun, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I learned that years ago, man. Being out in the Gulf with some of my buddies, if you find you something floating, them chicken dolphin, as they call it, they'll be all over that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Get one on the hook, keep them on there, you'll catch everything. All the old school, you got that one on the hook there.
Oh yeah, and that mahi is so good. You can bake it, you could fry it, you could do all kinds of things with it. So.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had any bad fresh mahi.
Yeah.
Some of the restaurants around will sell some frozen stuff, and I'm not a huge fan, but that fresh, man, there ain't nothing else. It's as good as anything out there, for sure, man.
Right, and that's why I like going down to the Keys. It's like you order the mahi, and they'll tell you, okay, this was caught at 7:00 this morning, or like they'll tell you like when it was caught. So it's like, I am there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm in on that one for sure.
Right, right. So do you do a lot of fishing now, or is
Man, I love to fish. I don't really do a lot of saltwater. I'm a freshwater guy,
Yeah.
I love to I'm a huge bass fish. I love to bass fish. I'm just, just catch and release kind of guy.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. There's times when I like to catch them and put them in some hot grease or something like that. Or largemouth bass is good blackened too, man. So either way, man, I enjoy it. Absolutely. Freshwater guy all day long, man.
Right. I've done
my share of saltwater fishing. I enjoy fishing altogether, but I'm just a bass guy. I'm that freshwater. Yeah.
Fair enough. I recently got addicted to catfish. Like catfish is like, if you got good catfish, it's good. Like I went up to Memphis 2 summers ago, and one of the dudes I was hanging out with, he was like, hey, we're going to go to this spot on Beale Street. You're going to get the sample platter. It's going to give you a little bit of everything that they have. And I knew it was fish, but I didn't know it was catfish. And I started eating the fish, and I was like, what kind of fish is this? And he's like, oh, that's catfish, like Memphis fresh catfish. And I'm like, dang, okay. I was always told catfish wasn't good. And then I had it myself, and I was like, nope. Everybody that's ever told me that is wrong.
Yes, 100%. Oh, it tastes like mud. It's a mud. No, it don't either. It tastes good.
It's good. Those are also the same people that told me that deer doesn't taste good, and deer is one of the best meats ever. So
well, let me there's some truth to what you're saying, but there's some other things going on there. So if you don't clean your deer right, it's not. If you like gamey, so like I'm particular about when I harvest a deer, man. When I go to clean it, I get all the sinew off that deer and all the silver skin,
Yeah.
and definitely get rid of all the fat. Most of your gamey flavors are in that sinew, silver meat, and then especially in the fat. So if you get rid of all that stuff, man, it's fine eating, man. I mean, I'd step over a steak to eat deer any day, day of the week, man. Yeah, as long as it's cleaned right and it's prepared right.
Yeah.
But a lot of that taste is all in the preparation before it goes in on the grill or into the fryer or however you want to do it.
Okay.
You prepare it right, there ain't nothing better than that.
Nope. And then wild turkey is a close second. Like,
yeah.
Except the only thing I like about wild turkey is if they don't have a clean shot on it and that bird shot is kind of sprayed out a little bit.
Yeah.
Got to watch out for those pellets, man.
Oh, yeah. They don't feel good when you go to munch on one. It's the same way when we used to eat squirrel when I was a kid. We used to go squirrel hunting. I used to eat a lot of squirrel. And
yeah.
It always had a good flavor, too, man, until you bit into one of them pellets. That just wasn't fun. Right. So as you get older, your teeth get a little bit more brittle, man. So, I mean, bad bite could probably cost you a tooth and all,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%. That just made me cringe right there. I was like, oh, I just felt the pain right there.
For sure, man.
Oh, man. Wow. But so outside of me, obviously boating and fishing and stuff, what do you like to do outside of music besides all that?
Anything outdoorsy, man. I'm just I own a farm in here in Crenshaw County, and I own like 250 acres right here in the middle of the woods, and man, that's where I like to be. I like to be secluded and alone. If I'm not writing or playing my guitar or doing something music, I like being in the woods, man. Nice. I love being out there in the middle of nowhere, man. It's just beautiful to me,
Right. You find it inspiring for your music?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I just wrote one 2 weeks ago called Where It Gets Good, and it talks about all of that.
Nice.
Where it gets good is at the end of a blacktop. That's where it gets good.
Yep.
So man, it talks about all those things, man. So I'm really excited about that tune. That'll be on the 5-pack for sure, man. It's a banger.
Nice. Actually, one of my favorite songs that I've heard, there's a bunch of guys that are from Georgia. They got a song called Blacktop Don't, and it's about life beyond the blacktop, like out in the woods doing their thing. That song's awesome. So
good deal, man. Yeah.
But I don't want to keep you here too much longer. I appreciate your time sitting down and chatting with me a bit. For the people that check out your music, shows, socials, all that fun stuff, where's the best place to find you?
Hey, man, we got a website. It's randycobbmusic.com. And in there's links to all of my social platforms, all that. But if you don't go to the website and you're on Facebook or on Instagram or on X or on TikTok, it's Randy Cobb Music. Again, that's my username. And then for all your digital platforms, for your Apple Music, Spotify, Pandora, Deezer, Amazon, YouTube Music, that's all Randy Cobb Music as well. And then for the YouTube, man, subscribe to my page on YouTube, man, Randy Cobb Music. So you can find me there, man, on anything. So a bunch of videos out there on all those platforms, man. Y'all give us a shout out, give us a follow, give us a share. If you like what you hear, man, then spread the word, man. That's how it goes viral, just hey, check out this dude from LA, man.
Right? And whoever in the universe thought of referring to Lower Alabama as LA.
That's right.
That's beautiful marketing right there.
Yes,
you know exactly what's going to happen.
Hey, because here's the thing, man. Because I'm a redneck for sure, and that's the line in the country boy. There's no way to hide it, in the country. No, and for sure you hear it, and the way I talk. And I remember I was talking to somebody. I was doing a show and talking to some folks afterwards, and like, where are you from? And I said, I'm from LA, and they looked at each other. They're like, there ain't no way you from LA, boy. I said, well, not the LA you thinking about, from Lower Alabama. And they just died laughing. They're like, oh, yeah, we hear that for sure.
That's funny. That's so funny. I love it.
Yeah.
That's great. But yeah, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for sitting with me and chatting a little bit. Great to get.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me on this evening, buddy.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to sit down in either in LA or out in Nashville or one of the many cool trips that we take. So
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, buddy.
yeah, absolutely. And once again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and we will catch y'all later.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one now.